So one of the first factors in gray divorce is empty nest syndrome. Empty nest syndrome, folks. Okay. Now we all know empty nest syndrome. This is when the kids leave the house. Now it's you and your partner. You've been so distracted for 20, 30, sometimes even 40 years, depending on the age gap between your kids. You've been so distracted for decades taking care of these kids, right? That you haven't had the time to deal with the dysfunction in your actual marriage. Maybe you didn't even notice it. Most people do, though. Let's keep it real. Most people will be like, oh, I'm just going to hold on for the kids. But maybe you didn't even notice it, or maybe you've been holding on for the kids. And as soon as those kids graduate, and as soon as that little baby hits the big 1-8, you're like ready to go. So this is one of the main reasons for gray divorce. Empty nest. Now that you're not distracted by the million bazillion tasks that it takes, daily, hourly, minutely tasks that it takes to take care of your children, now you can see that your marriage is probably shit, and the person you're married to, you're like, oh damn, I'm pretty sure I hate your guts. Another major factor in gray divorce is infidelity, y'all. Cheating. Now, here's the thing. I feel like, I have a sneaking suspicion. It didn't say this in the research that I did, but I have a sneaking suspicion, y'all, that in those couples, those gray divorce couples where cheating was cited as the reason for the divorce, I bet you that a lot, if not most of those cheating marriages, I guarantee you that the partner who was cheating, most likely the man, let's keep it real, I guarantee that the partner who was cheating probably was cheating throughout the whole entire goddamn marriage. Okay? I bet you, and that other partner just put up with it. Put up with it year after year, decade after decade, and then they finally said, you know what, Earl? Go on and get your funky butt with your secret family across town that's not so secret. Get the hell up out of my house. I want a gray divorce. I'm pretty sure that's probably how a lot of those gray divorces over infidelity are going down. Another cause, health problems, y'all. See, now this is a major one because those people, a lot of people know that whenever there is a sickness in a marriage, a lot of times statistically, the husband will leave the mother, will leave the wife, okay, when she gets sick. This is a known phenomenon in the medical industry, in the healthcare industry. You will have nurses and doctors prepping women when they get major illnesses like, baby girl, I'm gonna touch your hand when I say this, but based on statistics, it is likely that your partner, your husband, is going to leave you high and dry. Because let's remember, in sickness and health is only really for the wife, right? It's only really for the caretaker because that's what the wife's role is, right? The wife is, we've talked about this on this podcast. It's like when you wake up and you understand like the con job that is the marriage and the con job that it is, making sure that women get married and sucking them into marriage and dangling love over their heads so that they can turn around and self-sacrifice themselves in order to take care of a grown-ass adult, a man baby, a king baby, as my mutual on TikTok, Mel Hamlet, calls them. So, of course, when the wife gets sick, the husband is like, whoa, I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for a wife. And according to the description of wife that I have, she's supposed to be taking care of me. I'm not supposed to take care of her. And that's why a lot of these dudes leave. And so as women get older, right, these gray divorces, as they get older and they start, having health issues, suddenly that husband is like, I'm out of here. I'm out this bitch. I don't want to deal with this. So that's another major contributing factor to these gray divorces. People being abandoned when they get sick, usually the women. Okay. Of course, there's things like growing apart, and again, I think that growing apart is exacerbated by the fact that, of these empty nest syndromes. Like once those kids are gone, you no longer are distracted and you can see like, yo, we are not the same people that we were 20, 30, 40 years ago when we first met. And it makes sense, right? It's like, yeah, it's been decades. A lot can happen in decades and people can change quite a bit in decades. So yeah, after those kids are gone or better yet, after retirement, that's another aspect. After you're retired, now you were a stay-at-home mom. Hubby was out there working. Now he's retired. Now he's in the house all day. And you like, you know what? Who is this person? Because I've changed so much in the last 20, 30, 40 years, and this person is still operating on the same level that they were, or they're doing something completely different themselves. So growing apart is another reason. And these last two reasons, to me, I feel like are the most important reasons why we're seeing this trend of gray divorce happening and growing in the new millennium. And that is changing expectations and societal changes. So let's talk about changing expectations. It's only recently that happiness really was a factor in relationships and like staying together. Now happiness is a factor. You can tell somebody, why did you get divorced? And you can tell them because I wasn't happy. And people will be like, oh, okay. Back in the day, if you told someone that you got a divorce because you weren't happy, they'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? Because how you felt didn't matter. It was more about the utilitarian nature of the relationship. It was more about what does it provide for you? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have a father or a partner for a mother for your child? Is your partner going to work? Is your partner, doing their job at home? Like that was the criteria. And if those things were checked, if those boxes were checked, then nobody gave a damn if you were happy. You were happy just because you had a man who was going to work every day. Okay? But societal expectations have happened when it comes to marriage. And people expect love to be a part of it. People expect happiness to be a part of it. And happiness and unhappiness is a valid reason for leaving a relationship now. Whereas before, they would tell you to suck it up, Bookie. They would be like, who cares if you're happy? Does he provide? Does he beat you? You should just be happy he doesn't beat you.